Bust it.
Hello out there, and thanks for joining us on Political Platform, and welcome to your desk. If you are federal government worker, state, local government, anywhere you have, and your private offices, the holidays are over, except of course in the southeast, where the police and the other security agencies are in battle with the IPOB leaders, who say today is the exact 50th year anniversary of the declaration of Biafra, and so the IPOB, those who are clamoring for the actualization of the state of Biafra, say everybody in the southeast and those who identify with them and the Igbos outside, they should stay at home. And the police is trying to get some reasonable obedience to the rule of law and order. There's no law that prevents protests in Nigeria. You can protest, but you do it within the ambit of the law. And so the police is insisting that those who want to go about their duty should not be compelled to stay at home. And so there should be freedom to do what you choose to do. But we'll be talking about the Biafra question. It is a part of the issues we're talking about. Restructuring the Nigeria Federation, all the agitations and the anger, and those who believe that Nigeria bigger, it will be better if it is bigger, but we must do something to have everybody have a stake in it. And did I hear Nnamdi Kanu saying that he was born to actualize Biafra? He's calling for no elections in 2019 in the entire Southeast and South-South. Until a referendum is conducted. Did I hear him well? Is Nnamdi Kanu not on bail, on health ground? I mean, those lawyers who stood by him and those who stood shorty for him, are they advising Nnamdi Kanu to stay within the bounds of his bail? Because we also criticize the bail conditions that says he cannot stay in the midst of more than 10 people. But now he addresses crowds all over the place and issuing threats and calling for the dismantling of the Nigerian Federation, and says he was born to do that. Is somebody close by? I mean, those who are close to him tell him that it might not be good to see him back if the judge revokes his bail conditions. He should take care of himself. But we'll be talking about this. There are a lot of very positive things to be taken from the agitation that is going out. It makes us focus on ourselves and make us to begin to believe that we can indeed sit down and be a better Nigeria. While we are talking about the negatives, we should also remember be able to talk about the positive things that are there. Ike Ekweremadu, will you believe that policemen who raided his house, his guest house in Abuja, are being arraigned this morning? That the police hierarchy have disowned them and that they didn't send them, they were not on authorized and legal assignment. So, should you ask a policeman on the road who stops you to ask him if he's on a legal assignment, if he's on an unauthorized assignment? Now, we'll be telling you about those things, and the speech by Acting President Osinbajo yesterday on the anniversary of the Democracy Day raised a lot of hope. As many say, they contain just mere rhetorics and same promises we have heard over the years. A package that will definitely excite you this morning. So stay with us as we begin to analyze all of them. My colleagues are all here. Uju, Eje, Uju, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Hiria.
I also have Mustafa Mohammed. Mustafa Mohammed, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
And Ijoma Osamo is also writing here. Ijoma, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Hiria.
We lost some very, 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 very close person. Professor
Abubakar Momo.
Yes. Abubakar Momo, if you know him, if you know Abubakar Momo, in 1999 when we were getting ready for elections, he literally was in our studios in the course of analyzing elections, and we knew that he was actually going to play a pivotal role in the galvanization of ideas and mobilization of Nigerians to understanding the electoral process. So when he ended up as the DG of the Electoral Institute under the auspices of INEC, I knew he was there, but he just died suddenly.
Hiria, let's even take it back to the June 12th struggle.
Yeah.
Remember, he was at the forefront with late Gani Fawemi, Femi Falana, and all of them. He, from the academia, he was at LASU, then lecturing at LASU. And he really put in everything to the point that he was almost denied his doctorate and even the professorial this thing that he was given. But he persevered, and over time, himself and Dr. Tunde Babawale of UNILAG, you remember them, and eventually he got to where he wanted to get to. It's good to stand for what you believe in, to pursue it with everything. Well, he may not have lived that long, but I think he must be a fulfilled man because he made a very strong mark.
He did.
And Omobazwa is also here with us this morning.
Good morning.
We're talking about those. It was my colleague from Lagos who called me yesterday. Why should you forget MKO Abiola in the course of your analysis of Democracy Day yesterday? And I said, well, you may have seen that, you may have termed it forgotten. We didn't really do any analysis of individuals or personalities who make up you can't forget the role MKO Abiola played in standing up until his death to sustain the June 12 struggle. But on June 12, we'll talk more about that when the June 12 comes. Lagos State government over time said they actually believe more on the date June 12 as a holiday than I wouldn't know if the tide has changed now.
Now that they are the center.
Obviously, the tide has changed now. Because
Ondo State governor yesterday declared that they will celebrate June 12 as their Democracy Day.
So when we get to June 12, we'll be talking about all the Gani Fawemis, all the Abraham Adesanyas, all the MKO Abiolas, and all those who died in the cause, putting their life on the line and sacrificing their peace and enjoyment, their hard-earned finances and monies because of pursuing democracy, which many people believe some of those who are enjoying it now don't even deserve to be in the forefront of the enjoyment because they were not there when some persons were
when
in
it
the
really
trenches.
mattered.
Yes, but you see, when an elephant is killed in the village square, it doesn't belong just to the hunter. Everybody participates in it. So that is how it happens. Let's take a look at our mailbox, political platform at yahoo.com.
Thank you for joining us on the mail segment. I am Ife Nwomobi.
And I'm Amaka Okoro. Welcome.
Let's start with some reactions on the Democracy Day speech. And this is coming from Paul James in Abuja. He says, I listened to the acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo's Democracy Day speech, and it brings hope yet again for us. It's a work in progress, but I urge the government to be very fast in their programs as they have only 2 years left in this tenure. They should also listen to calls for restructuring of Nigeria to make us more united. Also, the establishment of special courts for corruption cases should be fast-tracked, and government must obey the rule of law to the latter. I urge every Nigerian to keep having faith in this country. It is well with Nigeria.
And still on analysis on Democracy Day celebration, Emmanuel Ocharifu in Benue State has this to say. In your analysis yesterday, as you tried to extract the benefits of democracy and the journey so far, I struggled to agree with you, even as you equally tried to balance your arguments. How can you look into democracy like it is only about freedom of the press? How about obedience to the rule of law, freedom of association, access to basic amenities, etc. in 18 years? Thanks.
Wrapping up today's mail segment is with this mail coming from Ngozi Okoronkwo in Abuja, and it reads, it's 2 years into the Muhammadu Buhari-led administration, and we are still in recession. Hunger is still in the land. Power situation has not gone beyond 44,000 megawatts. Corruption still thrives even within this